What's up guys, I'm Harsimran here from ECAL and today we're going to be talking about the Model Y. There's tons to talk about, so let's just roll the intro and let's get right into it. So there are a few things that we know about the Model Y already. First of all, deliveries are going to be starting in about 2 weeks from now. That's absolutely insane. But it's kind of not, because you can see these images here. Fremont factory is packed with Model Ys. Not just the factory itself, but the parking lot of the factory is packed with Model Ys. They'll be going across the entire country, and I live in Canada here, and some people in Canada have gotten the email saying that they will get the Model Y. I don't live in Vancouver where it's like, just a day and a half. I live all the way in Toronto. That's like 3 days from the Fremont factory in a truck, non-stop. So they are gonna take a while, but considering they're already coming here to Toronto, just shows how much Tesla is actually innovating and how quickly they're actually ramping up production. They learned from the Model 3, now they're getting the Model Y out the doors, out to customers. And we can also believe that the Model Y might actually get the standard range Model Y, that could probably come by the end of 2020. They said, it's even listed on the website, that it will come in the beginning of 2021. Whereas at the pace we're seeing them right now, they're gonna be here by the end of 2020. I can basically say that for certain. It could be December 31st, but they'll be here by the end of 2020. So when the Model 3 came out, a lot of people complained about the build quality. With the Model Y, I'll show you this image right here. You can see that the panels are really well aligned. Just by the image, you can see that whatever fit and finish issues that the Model 3 had, the Model Y won't have those issues. Tesla actually fixed everything. They are pretty much gonna look amazing. By the way, look at the black color, the black on the black trim. Oh my gosh, it looks much better than the chrome. Love it. Now you don't actually have to chrome delete this car. So that's a bonus. You save a bit of money. Now let's move on to the interior of the Model 3. The interior is something we always speculated, especially considering that Tesla is offering 7 seats. Now, will Tesla actually be able to make 7 seats? Now, I'm not questioning their abilities to make the 7 seats. I'm just questioning the space that you will have. So I personally don't think that it's gonna be for adults. At least adults over 5 feet tall. That's my guess. For shorter people and for children, I think the back seats will be perfect. So most SUVs in the segment really only have room for like shorter adults to sit in the back, and that's not even for a long time. That's for short trips. Expecting the Model Y to have something better is, yeah, you might not want to. If you want to see adults in the back, you might want to go for the Model Y, as it has more headroom and legroom to suffice. Now, another thing that is really important when you're talking about an SUV is ground clearance. The Tesla Model Y has about 7 inches of ground clearance on these, 20-inch wheels? Chances are, even on the 19s, you would have about the same. Maybe like, at worst, you might have 6.5, but that can be a difference of under inflating it and how much weight you're actually putting in the car rather than the tire itself. So 7 inches of ground clearance is pretty average for these SUVs. Chances are no one's really gonna take it off-road anyways. How many people actually take the Model X off-road even though it's capable of off-roading? Not many, almost no one really. People just do it for like the views on YouTube. No one really takes it out to test drive or to actually go out off-road in the wilderness. There's really no need for it. So 7 inches of ground clearance is plenty for a Model Y. It's actually plenty. Most people will be happy with it. They can raise the suspension, they can get better tires, they'll be pretty much happy with it. So now let's come to the interior. So now the interior of the Model Y looks very similar to the Model 3, like exactly similar. The two differences that I made out were the fact that in the back you have USB-C instead of USB Type A. It's just the port style and whatnot. Chances are it's still gonna deliver only enough power to charge a phone and not charge a laptop per se. That's fine, that's enough for children at the back. You also get the roof. Okay, that was actually mentioned before anyways, but the roof at the back is panoramic, so it goes from the front A pillar all the way down to the C pillar at the back seat, so it's just one plain glass roof. Actually, I'll note one more difference. The fact that you have a lot more headroom. That is spectacular. You need headroom. If you're getting an SUV, you want more headroom. And considering the car is already raised up, the seats that we saw when the unveiling happened, people were talking about, oh, the seats are actually just raised up. Otherwise, everything else is the same. So that's kind of good. That's really good. I think there was one more thing. Let me just look at it. Yes, it was the 12-volt power outlet at the back. Now SUVs, you really like taking road trips, or you just love going places in SUV. That's why you call it an SUV. You know, you want to carry people, you want to carry their stuff. So say you're going picnicking, right? You want to keep your icebox cool. You know, that's how you're supposed to actually do things, even though I don't have an icebox that keeps cool with the 12-volt plug. I don't know, I'm broke. So now the point of the 12-volt plug at the back is so they can do various things, which generally people with an SUV actually do. So, you know, keeping an icebox and all that stuff. So it's pretty cool how the Model Y is actually going to be one of the best SUVs on the market, because it's priced about the average luxury SUV price, but it's going to dip into the sales of the standard. So like the RAV4, the I was about to say Civic. It's actually the Honda CR-V. I think that is why they have so much Model Ys at Fremont that are waiting to be delivered to their Tesla stores, because it's just the amount of demand that the Model Y will have when it comes out will be extraordinary. It'll be like this guy. Everyone will be like, nothing is expected. And it would just be something to wait for, and 2020 is actually going to be a really cool year to see how the Model Y does, and the Model Y could actually be the most important vehicle of Tesla. I'm going to be talking more about that in another video. Without wasting more of your time, I'm going to take your leave and just say bye. Thank you, peace, and please watch my next video.